Ah, okie dokie, guys. Welcome to Wet Paint. Actually, on the couch. I mean, they're not painting the couch. Okay, so we're gonna try to do. I don't know why I'm yelling. We're gonna try to do something new today. I mean, I probably was breathing pretty hard. I'll cut the audio. We're gonna be doing something new today. I'm going to uh, do my regular spiel thing or whatever on the couch, and then we're gonna add painting to it. There's going to be a little picture right here of my canvas and live view. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say this is going to be like a Bob Ross thing, but maybe a Bob Ross thing with a little spin on it. Um, but yeah, so this is the first episode of that. Let's get started. I went to Walmart and bought a bunch of paints because the paints that I have are probably either empty or no good because of just having them for literally years. Fruit roll up that my kid decided to leave for me. And my canvas bag. Well, for one, let's calm the fuck down. Alright, so it's an unboxing. We're going to be using this. We're using the basic colors of apple barrel and nature inspired. So if apple barrel, if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. Do your worst. I don't really like being on the edge of the couch like this. We'll have to figure that out. If I sit like this with that. This razor blade looks pretty tasty. I don't know how long that these are going to be. I mean, I guess either when I get done painting, I guess that's the whole point, is you guys watching it. I'm gonna do so this being the first tryout and stuff. I'm just gonna paint something that I want. A lot of people suggested things that I painted, and I'm gonna take those in consideration depending on how fucking good this is. I need. Alright. I'm glad I had this razor blade. Could not find a little palette thing to put the paints in. Pretty upset about that. And I did not want to go to Hobby Lobby because it was already crazy out there for last minute shoppers for the Christmas. Also, this, the most dangerous thing you can have in your home. Alright. So, let's just do something fun. I guess we just go to the basics. Also, I do not use water. Just saying. So, you will live. Yeah, I would say let's do a Frankenstein. Or should we do something Christmassy? Let's do a Frankenstein Christmas. Frankenstein Monster Christmas. I'm probably out of fucking breath. Alright, I mean, there's like variations of Frankenstein with a Santa hat on. We're just gonna. That's pretty dope. So, let's do. Oh, I kind of like that. Can I put. Do I want the picture to be in there like that? No, I don't like that. Let's put that there. This takes from the aesthetic. Alright. See, I'm nervous. I haven't painted in a while. And, oh, these. Ooh. These ones don't got the plastic on it. So, Frankenstein is green. This is a Kelly green. That's the color I'm using. If you wanted to paint along at home, even though this isn't live, but Bob Ross, what I don't know, was he? Did he paint live? Whatever. Also, I'm using a sponge for this. So, all my paintings always look like my buddy John, because he's got very high cheekbones. So he just kind of falls into that category as everything beautiful. My Frankensteins, my Abe Lincolns that I've painted, those are really my go-to all the time. Is Frankenstein or Abe Lincoln. Now a lot of my paintings they get worse before they get better, which I've done cool stuff, but like, this looks like the Grinch. Should we do like a Frankenstein? Let's do a Frankenstein Grinch. That'd be cool. That's pretty dope. I like how this sponge does that. Oh, dude, this is gonna be sick. See, this is what we're all about on this channel now. Love and prosperity. So that big eyebrow. Um, yeah. Make him a little hairier. So, I want to. I'm just gonna fucking wing this shit, just like everything else. But I was going to. Tell us like stories and stuff as I go, but I think let's just hang out and just fucking do what we're doing right now. How about that? Also, I like using acrylics because I like how they dry pretty quick, and so every time you paint like over it, like do a new layer, um it looks like Archie the Grouch, but it looks like it gives it like depth. Like you can, it gets lighter, of course. Um, so it looks like it adds on pretty good. Like I've only used one color, but it looks like I've used more than one color because of the strokes and shit being like different amounts go on. Because acrylic, I don't know. Acrylic's not too watery. It's not too thick. I'm not a fan of oils or grease, like grease. Um, Whatever. I also have ADD, I'm pretty sure. So me trying to focus on doing this while talking is probably the worst fucking thing. I'm also doing the Sesame Street character. Oscar. So, I know what the fucking Frankenstein is like. The Grinch is what I need to look at. I am a fan of Jim Carrey's Grinch. I've always been a fan of Jim Carrey's work. We talked about that at work today, briefly. Um, and we were talking about I think Chris Farley was going to be the cable guy, and I really, I don't know. I don't really see him in that role. Guys, Jamie. We got Jamie Foxx as the Grinch. Um, Jim Carrey's eyebrows. Yeah, yeah, this is dope. And I haven't painted it forever. But I do like to get, and we're still using the one color, the Kelly green or whatever. If you like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But still using one color, just utilizing the the white uh background to be able to pick up the strokes, the different strokes. And also, fun fact, this is the first time that I have painted on an easel. And I don't even know if that's what this is called. And sometimes I put too much paint on here and lose the picture. But I try to get like the base points of like what I'm doing. Um, like still with the one color. And again, I don't fucking use water. Let's see. So we're going to go with a Frankenstein Grinch type of thing. So I am going to go with a lighter green for right now to try to, you'll see what the fuck I'm doing. This is Parakeet. Also, ignore that mess behind there. But one thing I like too about the one thing too I like not using water is because if I need to go back to a color, I would just have another brush for the same shit. So Frankenstein's got like a little scar thing going on. So and I think that hold on, because I don't want to fuck this up. Because I think it's pretty dope. What will I wear? The darker green, that Kelly green, did good for the hair. But I think this parakeet is gonna be good for his complexion. And I think more of a triangle. And we'll come back in. What you'll fucking see. And I don't know if you guys know, but dude, how many times have I said that? I don't know if you know. I fucking hate talking. I do go to a chiropractor. And this back is going to get fixed. It's going to get fixed. Alright. So at this point, I think it's just a cool looking Grinch. See, we want to have it. Your way or nothing at all. Money keeps on moving to me. Alright, so back to the Kelly Green. See how, like, in the thing, his face is going up. I mean, it's got to be our own thing. But I do want to bring his cheeks up more. So we're going to have to go. We'll use. Okay, here we go. We'll just stop talking and fucking do it. That's what we'll do. And then bring it. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. See, now it looks like fucking Santa. Don't be doing all that. Don't be turning into Santa Claus. But I think it's because I lost the eyebrow right there. And I don't do techniques. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a guy with a brush trying to live out his dreams. I'm going to copyright the word I don't know. I think we should say fuck the Frankenstein thing and just draw a fuck awesome ass Grinch. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're not doing the Frankenstein. We're doing our own thing. New Shamrock. I don't know what this green is gonna do to this. But we'll see. I will tell you that sometimes I do get a little crazy, and I do mix colors together eventually. But since we're going with the Grinch now, we can kind of do our own little thing. Cause see, he's like a. See this green? I'm just fucking it all up. But I think we can get it coming back. It's a Bob Ross thing. You didn't know if you lose a Grinch, find it again. We'll just use it to use a little guidance for when we do the next color. You see how that looks black? I like that. I like it when it looks black. My best friend's black. Spoken like a true white person. And we get a little raunchy, we get a little racy around here. If you can't handle that again. Alright. See how, like, it was going on a bit weird, but when it starts to dry, like, again, this is why I like acrylic, it just lightens up and kind of goes over the layers that you had before, and does it just changes like the color completely. It's like you're mixing. I think I know what I'm talking about here. I think I've done this before. So we'll always love you. I want to go back to Callie. I want to go back to the Kelly Green. Oh, there's paint. I want to go back to the Kelly. I want to go back to you, Kelly. because I want to get like start getting some of the like deeper, darker. Since the Kelly's darkest. One thing too, I don't use a lot of black, and you'll see why. Um, when I shut the fuck up and actually start trying to finish this painting, so it's not an 1800-hour video. Um, I don't use it because I use black like later on, and that's what really makes it perp, not purple. It makes it pop. One thing that's cool though is my kids are really into art and just not just painting or anything like that, but like just just creative, being creepy, just being creative and trying to make something like my youngest, he loves Skippy Toilet, and I think I talked about this in a video, but all those videos don't matter. This is wet paint on the couch. Those are different things. This is wet paint right here, right there. But he wanted a Skippity toilet, like wanted the Skippity toilet, and he wouldn't shut the hell up about it because he's very passionate about what he wanted. Uh so I made him a toilet out of cardboard. You know what I wasn't thinking? I'm not gonna be able to edit some. Well, I could. And I'm not really focused on like key points. Like I feel like if you do that, you'll fuck it up. I don't know. I literally just said that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yet I'm still here trying to. And every time I look at it, it looks different because of the paint drying on top of each other. But back to my kid. He wanted a skippity toilet, so I sat there and made him a skippity toilet out of cardboard. Like it was a life-size toilet made from cardboard. And he loved it. And he basically lived in it. And then CPS came and told him that he had to move out of his toilet. If you're wondering what this white area is up here, this negative space, is for his hat. His hat will go right here. And don't tell anyone that. Alright, so now we're gonna get a little crazy. Crazy. We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna go back to the parakeet and try to get that skin color back. I also used too much uh, paint. And I also mixed this. So fucking sue me. Shoo you. Yeah, just some little highlights, some subtle highlights, Also, my buddy John, I already know. I can hear him. I can hear him right now talking. Just yeah, man. What you're doing right now is that's what that's your style right there. You did. You had to do it. You couldn't have done it without that, huh? It just wouldn't be a painting of yours without those freaking whatever, John. Probably not even watching. So let's get a little wild here. Break that up a little bit. I'm glad that I have the video on the canvas because if I just kept it like this, then we wouldn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, what in the fuck? What is he talking about? Is she gonna be this mean forever? Yes. Booty! Rudy! I watched a pretty cool movie with a young Pacino and a Matthew McConaughey. That Two for the Money is pretty good. That's what I did uh, yesterday, and it was pretty cool. And no one gives a fuck. I'm just kidding. Right now, this is the point of the painting where I absolutely lose my mind and do whatever I feel like doing. Because, like, I don't know, dude. I get to a certain point of wanting it to be done and out of my brain. Because, see, we started with nothing. And look at what we have. Nothing. Um, but then I just start kind of just not rushing. I wouldn't say rushing because of course, there's no time limit for painting. But I actually got scared because I thought that was not recording. But it says REC on top. So we're going to assume that's recording. But yeah, just getting it out of my head because what will happen is I'll end up sitting on something and just overthinking the fuck out of it. Just like the podcast. Like I just sit there and overthink. So that's why like I try to rush it out or I will just never get it accomplished. And also I don't fucking know. But the first time that I painted, I was dating this girl, of course, and she bought paints, and I never painted, like only in school. That's it. And then that's how I found out like I really like to paint because especially with acrylics, because really the Frankenstein that I paint was of course the first fucking thing I painted was Frankenstein, but it, it reminded me of like an older um like an older style painting, like just like the older, I don't know. But each stroke like means something. But that's like why I try to throw it up here because it means I want to get it on the canvas before it doesn't mean anything. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm a psycho. I'm a psycho. That was a Grinch reference number 7. Um, most of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. That is not a Grinch quote. That is a Shrek quote. Who thought we were gonna make it look like Frankenstein? Get out of there. See the mistake? Like, see the green that we thought was a mistake earlier, and that's why there's so much left. It gives it that like, it almost like it's. I don't know why I'm talking to that camera. It's like it makes it worth your while. Makes it look like it's there. Makes it look like I'm trying to sound like Bob Ross. All right. I think right now. I think the face is done. So right now, and then I'm gonna do the like the highlights and stuff, which really isn't much. It's just like the yellow eyes because his whatchamacallits are green as well. I guess, I mean, it's fucking, but he has yellow eyes. He's got yellow eyes! My Grinch has yellow eyes! I'm fat. Also, if you've been here still, congratulations. Check under your desk. There's $1,000,000. See, the people that didn't stay wouldn't know that. Which, honestly, like, I don't give a shit if nobody watches probably 20 minutes of this or 30 minutes of this because I'm having a good time. Like, it's Thursday. I wasn't even going to do this. I was going to make up an excuse to myself on why not to do this. But, I don't know. Give me 1 second. I think we might have went a little too dark with the orange. Or the yellow. Mustard. We could maybe. I like doing little stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. Yes, it doesn't belong. It's not normal. But I like throwing them in there. And I can hear John now. That's your white, dude. That's the white, man. He doesn't sound like that. He just I just know how if he's watching. He'll never know that I'm talking crap about him because he'll never watch it. He might watch this one. Because it's the first one. And everybody watches the first one, damn it. But nah, I like doing little stuff like this. It gives it a nice little pop. And then like you can see the craftsmanship in it. That yellow wasn't gonna do. Plus it brings the eyes out. We're just gonna keep it in the family, baby. It's not even a song. Oh, R.I.P. to the All in the Family guy, who also directed Stand By Me, which is one of my faves. What will I wear? Second, third, fourth, fifth reference. Alright. Show. Let's get the hat. Hold on, I have to see if this is recording. Okay. Haha! It was recording. We good? You good? We're square? Okay. Cut, print, check the gate. Really good. Alright, let's do the hat. I'll probably end up using all these fucking brushes. So, I know what you're saying. Why are you going to use white? Because it's already there. My God. Why don't you shut up? This is my channel, and this is my painting. And I'm sweaty. And I keep talking loud because I forget that the mic is on me. Right here. It's my mic I have. Oh, the yellow. I didn't say the name. King's Gold! Boy! You probably won't be able to see it because of the... whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'll get better as I go. I do like that you don't have to take the little metal pieces off the top. Literally. Off underneath the top. Alright, so we're gonna do. We're just gonna fuck this up. No, we're just gonna get a little. I'm too fuck this up. I can't get jiggy with this. I can't get jiggy with this. I had to. Yes, I did that. This is our Bob Ross stuff. Alright. The white was just white. Flag red for the hat. And I'm going to. This free color palette is getting dangerously close. So we're going to do this. So we can get some of that. I know. Shut up. The Christmas hat is not the focal point of this picture. So shut the hell up. It's whatever I want it to be. Because I am a strong, independent woman. I can fix it. I can fix that. I can fix it. All to fix it. We gonna have all to fix it. Tim, why'd you have to do that? What are you doing? I don't. I've already told you that this was gonna get worse before it gets better. And to trust the process, please. Pretty, please. Tell me, I want to die. My Grinch has a bloody fucking afro. We're gonna let that dry, and we're gonna come back to that. We done touched it too many times, okay? Yes, we did. Now that the other colors have dried and not fucked up, we are going to go ahead and finish the face that I've already said was done. The fact that I'm not talking means panic. See, I gotta fix this lighting. Yeah, Tim, blame it on the lighting. Dude, have you ever tried to make a masterpiece in the dark? I'm in the dark here! Yelling again. But I do like a little dark lip. And let's accentuate those under his eyes. Because the Grinch is so tired from being so evil. See that? There's your lines, man. That's your You're a thing. Yeah, dude. Thanks, bruh. Thanks, I know. I know. I know. Let's do something crazy. Let's do something crazy. Let's do something crazy here. Get some pink. So I just mixed red, white, green, and yellow together. And we do crazy things like that on this channel. Because for some reason I love mustard and ketchup. Alright. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry. Ah! Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. This, we're just going to leave that alone for right now. We're going to come back to these eyeballs. And yes, most of my creations are blind because I'm not a fan of eyes. See? Quiet again. Focusing. Just never been a fan of eyeballs. I just never been. But that's what we're here for. To figure out our weaknesses. You know what's crazy? Hands. A lot of people don't like painting hands. I love painting hands. But I cannot. Just can't do the eyeballs. We gotta figure out. I think it's because I do them too big. So we need to. Maybe. Okay. We need to do like a eyelid, maybe. Okay. My eyes all like that, like mine. I have my paintings have my best friend's cheekbones and my eyeballs. It's like we're having a baby, baby. Oh, this is. Remember that part when Tim fucked up everything by painting the eyes? Yeah, I was there. Cause I am Tim. I wish I could get a the color palette that I'm using. It's trippy. Looks like Donald Trump as the Grinch. I'm the Grinch. Merry Christmas. Best Christmas. Hanukkah! I had to do it again. I'm sorry. Sometimes you can get a little crazy. You wanna get nuts? Alright, we need to look at the Grinch's eyeball. Because there we go. Holiday Hobie Wuddy. So they're like piercing black. So let's move on to the black. We're almost done. Okay? Black. I don't know. Maybe he is cross-eyed. I didn't make this dude. I don't know his life. Again, I don't really go for too much like black. I really just treat it like every of the like, because I like to let the different shades kind of form and make you look at it. That's why I don't really use too much black. Only for like highlighting like I'm doing now. I mean, he doesn't look really angry. He looks like more like, I don't know. Like, I guess the black more so like just draws your attention to like the other strokes. Like it just like draws it. It be drawing it. Be drawing it, yo. I be drawing it. I be drawing all day. I be drawing. I don't be drawing all day. I just be doing it, girl. And also, typically, I use a marker for stuff like this, but we're getting a little crazy, and I'm gonna end up fucking this up. That's okay, because I've never watched a Bob Ross video, but I know that he says something about uh happy accidents. Thought we were leaving the hat alone, Tim. Yeah, we are. To fuck it up even more. Christmas is canceled. Oh, am I supposed to be talking? There you go, John. There you go, John. It's like those girls that do their makeup and they put that little white dot on their nose. It just brings it all together. Almost like Christmas. Christmas brings us together. What does the white stuff mean? That means I can hide. When I went too thick on the black, I could just break it down with the whites. Break the blacks down with the whites. Okay, I think we're going to end it here. It's the Grinch! I'm sorry, I yelled again. It's the Grinch! See? The Grinch. See? Okay, I hope you guys liked it. I probably could do more, but I don't want to fuck it up even more. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope this is, again, the start of a beautiful everything. And we're going to do stuff. I like it. It's cool. Painting and stuff and fucking around with and recording it. So you can enjoy probably what goes through my head as I look at this. I feel good for painting this. Alright. Whatever. Peace out. Love you. Bye.